Hello, the following video outlines the steps involved in using a 360 camera to capture a virtual walkthrough of a property using the Openspace application. You will already have or will shortly receive a capture kit much the same as this in the mail. This kit contains all of the devices necessary to carry out the survey at your property. These include a power bank and some charging cables in case the camera needs to be charged, as well as the 360 camera itself and an extendable selfie stick for you to carry the camera on whilst you walk the property. To use the camera itself, once you remove it from its case, you will notice that if you turn it to the right, the power button is located at the top. If you press this once, this will switch the camera on. It will give a little noise, a ding, and the screen will light up. Blue light indicates that the camera is on. You can attach the selfie stick by threading it on at the bottom of the camera and noting that the selfie stick extends if you pull it outward. Whilst doing a video walkthrough, you will note that the camera LED flashes red. As long as the camera LED is flashing red, you can rest assured that the camera is recording. The entire process is governed by your phone and you do not need to interact with the touchscreen on the camera. So when it goes black during a recording, as long as the red LED is flashing, that means that the recording is still taking place and will not stop until you stop it on your phone. Next, we will go through the capture process from start to finish. To begin with, you're going to want to download the application which pairs with the camera. Go to your phone's application store, search for Openspace, and download the Openspace.ai construction app. Once downloaded, you'll be prompted to log in to the application. You can do so using the credentials you created in the email that was sent over previously. Use the same email and password to log in. Once logged in, you will enter the Marriott folder and search for the project at which you will be collecting information. Once you enter the properties project, you'll be met with this screen. In order to start capturing survey data, such as a walkthrough video or field note, you're going to want to press the blue plus or New 360 Capture. Pressing the blue plus will enable the different options. Then you're going to want to select 360 video in the first instance. Then you'll be prompted to enable some settings on your phone, such as background location, etc. Whilst doing this, or once it's done, you can go ahead and switch on your camera, at which point the phone will search for the camera and connect. Once connected, you will be prompted to give your video capture a name. Bear in mind that you will need to create one video walk per floor plus the exterior walk. In this instance, we are going to call it ground floor and today's date, and select the ground floor plan. You will need to do one video per sheet. There is no walking between floors in the property. Once you select the plan in question, the next thing you need to do is to give it an accurate starting location. This is your location in reality on the floor plan. Usually we opt for elevators or stairwells, as they are easily identifiable on the floor plans. Drag and move and zoom. You want to move the blue dot, your location, to your actual location on site. Once you're satisfied that you're in the correct place, you can click Start Recording. The next screen gives you some capture tips. So you want to ensure that the camera lenses are always clean of smudges. You want to walk at a leisurely pace while capturing the video and ensure that all lights are on and curtains and blinds are open in that area. This is the capture screen whilst capturing. Once finished, you will be able to stop the capture and it will show up here. All other captures for exterior and other floors will also show up here once completed. And it is a simple matter of transferring the file from the camera to your phone and uploading over Wi-Fi once complete. Next up, we will go through a demonstration of the exterior capture. So going through all the steps we outlined before, connecting to the camera, giving the capture a name, then selecting the sheet in question, which in this instance is exterior, and giving it a correct starting location, such as under the porte cochere. Once you select your accurate starting location and begin recording, you can proceed to walk the exterior of the building. Points to note on your exterior are to walk around the entirety of the perimeter while capturing all important points or elements. These will vary depending on the property. It can include signage, an outdoor pool, an outdoor seating area, and a garbage disposal area. The following video outlines the exterior walk at a particular location and overlays the walking path onto the plan, as will be output once processing is complete within Openspace. A point to note here is that you will not see this overlay in real time as you capture. You will simply see the recording time ticking up as you walk. Once you are satisfied that all elements have been hit, you can stop the recording and proceed to the next capture. Next up on this demonstration is the ground floor. So again, connect to your camera and give your walk a label, such as ground floor walk. Select the floor plan and give it the accurate starting location, which is your location on site. Again, we usually start at stairwells or elevator shafts, which are easily identifiable on floor plans. Once you're happy with the location, proceed to walk all areas of the ground floor, including public areas, back house areas, and one guest room of each type. While this may seem like a lot, the ground floor has the most elements to capture, and generally takes around 10 to 15 minutes if planned well in advance. Just bear in mind that capturing more is preferable to less to ensure that we don't need a repeat capture. Once you're satisfied all elements have been captured, you can go ahead and stop the recording. Moving on now to the upper floors, the elements that require capture are less, so one guest room of each type, plus all back of house and public areas. So again, beginning a capture at an identifiable location, such as an elevator bay, connecting to your camera, start the recording, and proceed to walk that upper floor. You can repeat this for all upper floors, and just bear in mind that planning in advance for these in terms of guest bedroom access is very helpful. Another method of data input we use at these hotel visits is to make use of the checklists function. You enter the checklists tab within the app, and you can see there are a number of questions related to the hotel based on the brand. These will differ based on the differing brands, but some of the questions require you to add photographs and some can simply be answered with words. To add photos, simply click on the camera icon to open up your phone's camera within the app and proceed to take photos. Part of the site could be that a door, be that a mechanical unit, and add it. You can also swipe to not applicable for all of the pass, fail or non-applicable. You can add multiple photos or simply one. It's always preferable to add multiple, just so we get a good idea of the property. You can add by taking photos, or you can also add by
going to your gallery if you've taken photos previously. It just depends what way you do it on site. Field notes is another function that allows you to add a photo and tag it to a certain location on the site. So you take a photo and tag it to a certain room on a given floor plan, depending on what floor you're on. That just allows us to place the photographs accurately on the floor plans of the given property. Just click Save Field Note. You can maybe add descriptions. It depends how in-depth you want to get. But yeah, these are just examples of different questions, adding a number of photos to a bathroom of a guest room here. And then these all drop into the media section of the project. So you can see, depending on the project, multiple different photos are required of different items: door ratings, fire alarms, sprinklers, mechanical units, laundry, and bathrooms as well. The more the merrier in terms of photographs. Then if you do want to add descriptions, maybe you pick something up from the site contacts as to when a room was painted, when it was renovated. Some of those questions require text answers as well, which you can type into the descriptions. If the site contact doesn't know an answer, please just enter the fact that they don't know, rather than leaving it blank.